Let's begin, chat. Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm Professor Bodhi, aka Mr. Bonny John. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It is now Monday, the start of a new week, and that means more Xotempo. Hello, Hiko. Welcome in, welcome in. Catch me at the very end and you finally here early. Good to have you. So I guess before we start, um, hello, welcome in, Draco, welcome in. I've shifted the prompt just a little bit. It may not be a frog prince, but it will still be a very cool concept nonetheless. Welcome in, you guys. Like I was saying, I want to start with something maybe a little different as we wait for people to come in. Um, in general, I did put out a new video, and it was a fun one where I redesigned your guys' Pokemon. I wanted to go through the comments if there were anything there that I wanted to go over just to give my thoughts in case I couldn't really spend a lot of time, um, you know, spending time here addressing certain thoughts would be easier than to type it out. I wanted to go over, let's see, it looks like a lot of you guys seem to enjoy the video, and at the very least, the concept of me redesigning your work. And that's kind of a tricky situation because redesigning, renovating, reimagining, all of it has a similar meaning. And so that's why the designs that I had done, I wanted to keep the spirit of the original artist intact, right? This is a really nice comment here by Mateos. And then we're getting further out into the algorithm, which is really dope. Where'd you get the Ghibli art? Let's see. Will you be doing more? Yes, I will be. Thank you, Gabby. That was really sweet. Hope everything is well with you. Well, I guess there really wasn't. There was one I wanted to go over, and I think it was a design question, or let me see. Oh, all these redesigns and drawings were great, although I preferred the original Trojinx. And that's valid, right? In fact, I found it pretty quickly. Oh, interesting. Chongli? Who's this? Wuthering Waves Kuro Games. Anyway, um, so here we have my take and then the original. Again, it's valid to like either or both, whatever it is. The original by Gibster here. I think it's more fitting for a G-Max, right? Where it's like maybe hundreds of phalanx lined up. The way my approach was, just like the original phalanx, visually, it's simple yet cute, but it really gets to shine in the animation. Mine, I try to make it more like a true Trojan horse. And so I had the brass, the original captain. I had him be at the bottom, holding the shield up. Because I like the idea of like a boss really becoming the leader and taking charge literally, right? Leading the troops into battle by carrying this giant thing. And so we had six phalanx, and I wanted to evolve the design to a place where each of the phalanx, they get their own limb, right, of this giant marionette, right, treating this like a Trojan horse. Um, and I could totally see this version, the one I created, becoming the G-Max that Gibster, well, rather, like I see his as a G-Max version. So imagine a giant horse that was upright, that stood with like hundreds of phalanx holding it up, right? So in mine, you have like the four limbs addressed by the four soldiers, one for the eyes of the horse, and then the one brass that's carrying the troops. So in this one, I kept all of them like a very similar size, like I pictured size wise with the originals, because the idea is like hiding in plain sight and whatnot, right? Um, But yeah, so just wanted to talk about that because when I do future redesigns, I'm going to continue this direction where I try to, within reason and means of redesign, try to keep the spirit of the original artist, right? So I try to do that here with the Trojan horse. I've done redesigns and reimaginings in the past where um, I would create something and maybe, um, I guess, go too far in a direction where it no longer becomes the thing that's there. Meaning, I'll take it really into my own direction, for better or for worse. Sometimes people like that, other times people don't. They'll be like, oh, you changed it too much. It's not really a redesign. So that's that. Anyway, hope you guys like that video. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you go and watch it. Uh, I guess it's time to start today's art. Now, something cool that will be, the point of this design with the thumbnail and everything is that from Dex Neo makes sense, right? Yeah. From Dex Neo, I had a lot of awesome and cool designs. Maybe I could like, rather than doing a full Dex, I could make more simple, like 3 or 4 designs in one video and be like, oh, here's some like Pokemon I didn't like from Kanto, and I redesigned them. But Venusaur was one of the ones that I really liked. So, as you guys recall, I made, and I will go over this today. I spent a lot of time adjusting my compendium. Um, there's going to be, and I forgot who chatted about it on last stream. Hello, Shadowcat, welcome in. But more or less, I found that when I was thinking about the number of Xotempo that I would have in my game, um, it was getting to be a very what's up, Justin? Welcome in. A very large number, something like 150, which about I would say maybe 144 or something like that would be playable, um, or catchable, right? With the legendaries, the ones you beat them in battle, you can summon them, but you won't really be able to catch them, right? But by all intents and purposes, you would be interacting with them. So I really sat down and I was going through the list of having a very nice variety of designs. I restructured the way that these designs sit on the page so I could see at a glance how many 2-stage lines I've had, the 3 stages, the chaos and order split ones. Hello, Thunder. Um, Same dex number as, oh, is that true? But here's the thing, I will likely be going for less because I feel like if I did say 150 in a potential part 2, if I were ever to be so lucky, I wouldn't be able to do another 150. That's a lot of work. It would likely be like 100, just like Gen 2. What's up, Maximos? Welcome in, welcome in. So I realized at the end of the day, I don't want to chase a number. I don't want to like say, I want 150, 200, 300. I realized that no matter what it is that you do, quality is more important than quantity. And so as a result, I was looking and trying to find the theme of my region. And I was like, well, it's very India inspired with a lot of different cultures touching base because it is called Origaya, right? Where it's origin and Gaia, like Earth. So it's several of these cultures kind of like in my own lens, right? And I'm trying to treat each of these cultures very respectfully. So I feel like I've done a very good job, and not all of the creatures are listed here. Um, that would be very cute, Justin. But yeah, I started putting down and trying to visualize um, would be my 3-stage lines, right? Giving respect to like a lot more legendary creatures, right? Like for example, I had the Kirin, the Phoenix, even the Chimera and the Manticore lined up, but I'm like, if I those 3 alone sound like legendaries, and you'd probably want to put them on the team. And I wanted to create like a good variety and diversity of designs where people might want to keep 2 stages on their lines, right? or rather on their parties. And then on top of that, with the more and more of these split designs that I created, those are like even more epic and powerful, right? Like, so I have the Garuda, the Harpy, the Luska, um, Dakawaka, Sun Wukong, Rakshasa, Chimera, and the Sphinx. Hello, Pokey Rex, welcome in. So I'm like, I gotta find a better way to balance out mythologies and legendary creatures and beasts and whatnot. And above all, another thing that I was talking about was having cuter creatures involved. So I'm going to, as I go down my list of designs when I do my passes, I'm going to mostly make the two-stage creatures the more like cuter ones, right? Don't get me wrong, there will be some three stages that will be like cute and whatnot. And I do want cute three-stage lines so that people can have stronger, cuter creatures if that's their preference. Um, but yeah, by visualizing all this kind of stuff, I can get a better picture of how I want my decks to look like. Because balance is very important, and I have not been properly balancing it. So me creating this kind of grid view allows me to view, oh yeah, all my creatures really do look cool and scary and powerful and this and that, but I got to balance out the number of three stages, the number of two stages, the number of the two stage splits, and the three stage splits. And it also got me thinking. Hello, welcome in, our mod Sarah. Welcome in, welcome in. So it got me thinking more and more about um, the gimmick, right, of the battle system, because I never really got super into it. I've been trying to figure it out. And I think I could see a version, chat, where I almost make it a thing where there's less lines. Now, hear me out. But I would still keep a similar number of creatures. And that, you guys tell me what you think. For example, these guys are all going to be really cool characters in their final designs. But rather than you choosing one or the other, now again, don't hold me to this because I'm still working out the logistics and whatnot. But a long time ago, right, when I was making my Dex Neo, which eventually, inspired me to do all this kind of stuff, I was gonna call my version of evolution a burst evolution, which in this context wouldn't really work. So I was thinking, like, what kind of cool mechanic could I have, right? Originally, I was going to do like 4-stage evolutions, but I realized I'd rather cut 4 stages so I could have more 3 stages or in general 2 stages, right? Instead of 4, I could do 2-stage lines. So, what do you think about this? Say you loved both Sun Wukong inspired and a Rakshasa inspired Xotempo on your team, right? Rather than having both, I like the potential idea because you would always revert back at the end of the battle to this little monkey dude right here, right? What if in battle, so you could, like, of course, evolve into this guy, and then you would choose one or the other, right? That was like my kind of goal, where you split and then you evolve it. But I really like the idea if maybe in battle you could form shift. I don't know if I'd call it like form swap, swap, like some sort of cool name. Where, hello Alex, Burst Evolution is what they call the transformation sequence of Pokemon Rebirth, which is human Pokemon. Gotcha. But I like the idea. Say you're fighting on the field with your Sun Wukong Xotempo, and he's like a fast hitter. Da, 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 da. He's just landing all these punches. And you're able to take out more enemies faster. But then the enemy sends out a very defense-heavy Xotempo. I like the idea, chat. If, that's okay. I mean, you would always be able to go back and forth. That way, if you miss your Charmander, you could always hang out with Charmander, and then in battle, have it at Charizard. But check this out. So the Sun Wukong Xotempo was beating the crap out of the enemy by using speed. But then they release a tanky Xotempo. And they're like, okay, your little Sun Wukong won't be able to get through this guy's defense. You shift swap or, swift evolve or whatever it's called into the Rakshasa, who you can see is a big tiger demon monster. And he's more stronger strikes. And I think that could be a really cool gimmick. And I don't want to treat it as a gimmick, but I like, or rather even use that name. But yeah, I think that slide evolution, yeah, something like that. Like it'd be like slide form or like something like swap shift or shift, but I think that could be really cool. That way, you know, you could have a Luska in a battle, and then the next turn, you know, swap shift or whatever into this guy, you know? And they could have different strengths and weaknesses. They could have different type shifts. Maybe it's depending on the creature, it's only stat changes, right? So if that was something I'm interested in doing, I could see myself, for example, adding more of these guys. Friend shift? It might be too gimmicky of a name. I like it. It's cute though. Hello, Oni. Welcome in. But yeah, you can see I moved out a lot of evolutions or like even chaos and order splits. And I'll save them for like other designs in the future. Um, but I even played with the idea of maybe even making the Dune Worm, making that secondary a secondary form like chaos and order or something, right? Like the worms keep order in the land and these guys create chaos, right? Working Mara and poor Nessie, yeah, and poor mushroom guy, poor swamp thing. Like I said, I realized I'd rather have more stages, right? I just remove those guys, right? Like I said, it's not like it's the last of them. It's more than likely, and I was thinking this too. What if I were to make, say, the Chimera a legendary creature, and then the Kirin a legendary creature? Um, you know what I mean? I feel like it's better to fit them. If you were to look at Chimera, Manticore, blah blah blah, I had a lot planned. Those guys would absolutely trounce this guy, the mermaid guy, the cordyceps guy, Aklut, and even this would be a bias because, these are like modern mythologies, right? Um, Rhino looking dude a while ago called the Karkadan. Welcome in, Lorik. Why don't you with my wife and daughter Sashi? That made me think, oh, nice. Hopefully you got take a picture of that. Now, hello, Sketch. Lunch money, Bonnie. What's going on? Welcome, Elton. But yeah, so I was like looking at them and I'm like, I feel like they're entirely too strong. Or at the very least, I already have a good solid chunk of 3-stage evolutions. Dude, all these designs are, in my opinion, very sick. In a weird way, there could be something called like decision fatigue and like just kind of create a lot of stress. Like, who do you want to keep on your team? Because a lot of these guys would be really cool. So I've got to save cool designs, right? Just these 3 alone, I feel like, or 4 alone, I could put these guys on my team. I could put this guy on my team. I could see myself, I'll do a elephant stream soon. I want these guys on my team. Having too many choices is also a dangerous thing. That's why I'd rather do quality over quantity. And like I said, if, for example, the Chimera felt too strong, maybe it's one of the creatures here, right? Maybe the Kirin is over here. Or I save them for a new region where those could be, like, it could be Chimera, Manticore, and somebody else, and they would take place to the top 3 spots of another region. Because I'd rather keep these guys as like my top 3 of the 3-stage lines, like the stronger guys, rather than having them compete against Chimera and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, little by little, chat, as you can see, I've really kind of honed in um, on more or less really doing my best to make a balanced dex. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. Um, I doubt anybody's going to keep a lot of these two stages on their team. As fun and cool as their designs are, I'm sure people will. But I'm also giving them some really sick designs. Anywhere you look. So, in other words, I'll say this though. We're going to get started on today's prompt, which, looking down here, is Venusaur. So you're going to look here and say, Bonnie, who is this guy right here? Well, this is a frog entity. And they are known in China as the money frog, aka Jinchan. So, hello, Ascension, welcome in. Just found a carnivorous tree that turns into Audrey, unfortunately into yokai. Bonnie, I just got done reading Framed Ink book. Really give me a good idea. What is that? Framed Ink. That sounds cool. On how to approach my let's go. But basically, Jinchan is this kind of like red-eyed frog that kind of gives money or like good luck to people. So I was like, I could totally see myself using that as a first form for, my Venusaur homage. But I think I want to go something more silly and cuter because I really don't know how I do the money part of the design, you know? I'm pretty sure I could figure out a way, but I think a more funny and cute um, design is just going to be more interesting. Is it going to be a griffin? There originally was, I think. No, what am I saying? Yes, there is. He will be a split with a griffin and a sphinx. So, like I said, I gotta be careful with this batch because, 4 stage lines, or essentially it's three, but you could swap. They take a good chunk of the decks and they are like the more powerful creatures. So I gotta balance these concepts out a little bit. Um, and then, for example, if I wanted to make in the future a more dedicated Griffin line, I could do that, right? Post in Discord, thank you. I'm in a carnivorous tree that could work as a preview. No worries. Love the Venusaur line. Me too. I love Venusaur. Even though he's a little derpy. But that said, rather than doing Jinchan, aka the money frog from China, I'm going to do, for the first form, the Loveland frog, which is a cryptid kind of in the same silly vein as what's his name? The pants guy, Fresno Nightcrawler. I think this will be a very fun one. And then I'm going to evolve him into something inspired by a Native American legend from the Penobscot, Maliseet, and Passamaquoddy tribes. It's called the Aglabimu, which is this giant. It simply means evil creature, but then Ki Kikols literally means giant frog. So to me, it's very simple. It's just a frogman that becomes a giant frog, and I'll have the focus be like a really large mouth and whatnot. And I really love the basis of, the Venusaur that I made for Dexnia, so I kind of want to use that as some inspiration. Using Frogger as a thing. Connor's tree is called the Juboku. Frogman for the Venusaur. Yeah, it'll be simple and cute, because you know what it is, gang. I was like thinking, well, I could make... Oh, and chat, while I'm drawing this, I need you lovelies to use that beautiful brain you got and help me figure out the 2 stages leading up to my treant or ent line. Because I think that's a good time to work on it, working on a grass type like Venusaur. And another thing, another notification, so to speak. I want to finish all my 2-stage lines, so that's going to be my goal for the next 2 weeks. I'm almost done. So from there, I can better sort out the 3-stage lines, you know? Hello, Arthur. Welcome in. But yeah, so think of some cute first stage forms for the Ent, as well as a middle stage. And then, yeah, I'll work on Aglabimu and then the Frog Lady, Frogman thing. Would the tree have a totem head? I've already done the tree's design, and it's very cute. It does not have a totem head, although that's not a bad idea in the slightest. Leshy. Tell me about Leshy. Very cool. All right, let's begin, guys. It's going to be a goofy, funny, silly, cute first form. Me, personally, I love frogs. Frogs are adorable. So, to me, I think I'm going to just give him his frog mask. It's going to be pretty straightforward, right? I think we just do something like this. Where it's carved like that. Part of me wants to give him eyes like that, but I'm going to... All the spirits have similar looking eyes. You guys ever seen or read Sergeant Frog? It's this anime or manga about like alien space frogs. And they're like... I think they're like a warfaring kind of civilization. I don't know the entirety of it. But it's one of the very first manga that was like available at the time when manga was getting big in the States. Okay, so let's get his mask down. I want him to look cute, of course. You talking about those Leshian things from The Witcher? What's the size of a Xotempo team? I'm thinking 6. I'm thinking 6. You look great. You get a haircut. Me or Arthur? Leshy is a shape-shifting creature that may appear human, but also takes on the form of the animals and plants he protects. Slavic mythology. Interesting. Joan from PM7 would love him. Who is Joan and what is PM7? Leshy. The animals and... What does he look like, moreover? Because I would say I need mythologies that have like a good reference as far as visuals. That way I can like have a basis for the design. How do I make a cute frog? I mean, I feel like I know the answer. It's just big eyes. Does the mask cover the only top part of that? Yeah, it's usually like a full helmet. I keep saying mask, but I wonder if I should probably go for... Let's make it really big eyes, because that's how it'll be cute. I wonder if it'll look creepy, actually. PM7 is Pokemon 7, not an art one. Gotcha. Best friend. Okay, this is not cute at all, chat. How do you make... Oh, you know what? I was thinking, I guess I don't need to make him a... I was gonna make him like a tadpole in hindsight. But you know what? It doesn't have to be real, you know. How do we make it cute? Is 6 gonna be the final number, or will that change? I don't know. I think it's up to balancing, but like, I do look at a lot of inspiration from other things, you know? So I would say if 6 feels like the right number in many gamers, it probably is 6, you know? Guys, this is not a cute frog. How do I make him cute? Maybe his mask is like that. Oh, that could be cute, right? Where it's like... Oh, that's like Froakie vibes. Making you by having that little tongue frog tongue poking out. That's true. I mean, it could be like built into the design. Oh, maybe the paint looks like it's sticking out like this. Something about him feels off. Struggle with making cute things. And you know the funny part is, I was just talking about earlier, make the heads like the other ones you designed. I'm trying. I want to find a good balance. But putting like the wood marks. Oh, wait. Maybe. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me look up. He'll definitely have a, head similar to the others. That's without a doubt. Okay, I think I know what to do. So for starters, why don't I... Yeah, keep it simple. I think the big throat sack is probably throwing me off. The eyes were on the side. I don't think that would look bad at all. I think that could be cute. I'm going to bring the mouth down a little bit. Because again, I like the fun of... It's goofy. It looks like Yoshi. Are the eyes sticking out of the wood? Yes. This guy is a little interesting. You make his head triangle shaped? Let me quickly look this. Skin resembling the color and texture of wood bark. Take on a more human form. Begins to exhibit human traits such as human-like shape and branches resembling hair. Fully vegetative entries such as a revered tree. Plant-like features reduced to mere attributes such as club or baton. Ooh, I do like that a lot. Crown of Candy, nice, welcome in. I would say Leshy sounds pretty impactful. I think I could make Leshy either the second form or like in a future game, another third stage like grass or nature form kind of thing. This just looks like Pepe Frog, chat. What the frick? Oh, hold on. Something might be happening here. World Tree, something you could base one of the Xotempo on. So I chatted about it a little bit on stream before. I think the World Tree will have nice design. You sure? I don't know about that, but I'll take it for now. This looks like an off-brand Yoshi. Oh, wait. Maybe it's this. You guys know I love to do the eyes like this. So let's get the 3/4 view. Oh yeah, so I'll say, as far as World Tree, I would say that I like, especially if there's a lot of wood and stuff in the designs, it may not be so much that the World Tree is Xotempo, but it's more like, I think, this living entity that kind of lives in between being a Xotempo and vegetation. Guys, this frog is kicking my ass. And if you want to know what the video game version of Leshy, check the one from the Witcher series. Is that the one, the scary looking dude? I don't know. World Tree Frog, give him fish eyes. Let's see. It looks like a frog, a famous frog even. Yoshi, a lot of people do think Yoshi is a frog. You're like, he's a frog. Bro, what is this? Okay, let's simplify. Alright. Would the Tree of Life fall into a similar vein? Now, I do think a Xotempo could be that. Right? Okay, let's do this. Why don't I... Yeah, I'm going to just simplify. So, I'm going to do something like... the overall body shape. I want him to be like a silly frog dude. If you did do the group sign, would it be a 2-stage or 3-stage? I could see it being, I think, a 3-stage in a future game for sure. If I needed to bring it down to a 2-stage, I could do that, but I think I'd want to give him like a 3-stage because he seems powerful enough to, you know, be that. You know, Venusaur into a hate symbol? Absolutely not. We don't want that. All right, let's give him the frog parts. He's like a silly, goofy frog kid. All right, let's do that. Looks like the frog that the character Parappa, the Rappa, has on his beanie. Hell yeah. Put the eyes on the side of his head. That might be fun. Serpentine hybrid. Toxinverm, Ophiutorus. Yeah, I don't know what the middle one is, but like, funny enough, because I'm doing Charizard tomorrow, I was looking up like worms, like WYRM and whatnot, because it's gonna be a 2-stage just like this one. And I was looking at the Toxilverm, so I wonder if I do that for Charizard instead. Let's try it like that, chat. Why not, right? Just on the head. Hold on. Hold on. Hammerhead Shark? No. Hammerhead 4. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, that might be it. So he doesn't look like Bulbasaur, but that's okay. The whole point is that it's meant to be homages. Right? In the same way my Big Shi isn't like truly Blastoise. It's just inspired. It's kind of like he's like a subtle nod. And when you guys see my wait, I wonder if I put his nose here. Is this creepy? And maybe I put like a tongue shape like that. He looks so derpy. Because that's not an actual mouth. It just needs to be carved in like one. Let's see. Half bull, half serpent? I don't know if I want half bull, half serpent into the elephant snake. If anything, I'd want to do snake, elephant, elephant, snake. That's the kind of like movement I like for especially chimeric designs. Would a golden apple tree be good inspiration for a pre-tent? Or should I be thinking less literal? It doesn't matter. I think monkey, it does kind of look like a monkey. It ain't easy being Xotempo. He's cooking too high up. No, I don't think so. I think any suggestions would help. So I'll mark that down. Golden apple tree. I mean, because he does evolve into a very... so ideally it would be like a seedling into a sprout into a grown tree. Right? It does have monkey vibes, right? So how do I make him... Well, I guess, you know what? Let's have his body like this, and maybe we'll make it more... He does really seem like a monkey, doesn't he? And again, if this doesn't work... I'm going to do... He does seem like very cryptid in this pose, right? Which is if he's based on the Loveland frog, you know? Let's see where it goes. That's true. Are those ears? Is this a koala? You know damn well it ain't a koala. Also got ideas for some 2-stage Xotempo, hybridized lions, Myrmicolian, Mineral Armored. I'd probably make the Manicore 2-stage. 3-stage, so. But I'm not even going to pretend like I can pronounce the latter two of those things. I know a lot of mythology. Don't mean I know how to pronounce a lot of mythology. He does seem very alien-like, which I don't hate. Maybe give him a sitting pose. See, I could, right? And he could sit like Froakie. The thing is, I'm trying to make it look like this guy. right? Or he's inspired by that. So it could be, if I do the sitting pose, I would change the inspiration back to the money frog, you know? Um, so I want him to be like a derpy little, and I think I am getting a little closer. Okay, hold on. What if I did this? Why don't I turn the shape more into the stump that I usually do? Right? You know what? No, I think the eyes on the side is a little too... Oh, why don't I do this? So I do this. Uh, so right now, I'm going to just stay focused on my task because I don't want to put my brain power into thinking of the rest of the roster, especially since I was talking about, um, you know, slowing down the brakes on the ones. I still have like all these that I'm trying to finish, right? So rather than addressing what could be, let me take care of what I got to do first. Because I do have, you know, cats in mind. Maybe stick bug to end. Oh, that I'm gonna mark that. That could be a fun idea. A stick bug. That's smart. Weird big thought, but what if he had his hand hanging? He's walking with his legs forward. Yeah, yeah, pose and whatnot, that can, you know, come in due time. I guess more than anything, I'm trying to get this head, and it's kicking my butt. So why don't I... Okay, yeah, let's keep it like this. Round shape, right? And you know what? I'm going to give him small mouth. I think that'll be cute. And I'm going to give him like these kind of big, patchy type of thing. And then, yeah, I think doing eyes at the top will probably... Oh, here we go. Wait. All right, this feels right. Hold on, chat. Hold on. What do we... Wait, this is cute, right? Because I want him to look like... You know what? I'm going to look up frog totem. Because that could be a good way to... Yeah! Okay. That's exactly what I needed to see. All this stuff exists already, you know? I gotta look up what our ancestors of humanity have created. Oh, some beautiful carvings and stuff. They do the same thing that, you know, I'm trying to accomplish here. Listen to your assistant. Let's go ahead and... It still feels weird. Why? Why does it still look so janky? Why? Is it? It's the mouth, isn't it? Imagining his mouth to be a line that stretches to either pouch. That's what I'm trying to do. But it's not working. You know what? Oh, what if I did this? It could be... So the shape is in the middle. And... This might be Yoshi coded. Which could make it cuter. A bulbous body. That's probably true. Like a more bean-shaped... Like that. Hello, Spore! Alright, so it's getting closer. So then I'll put nostrils here. And it really does feel like Yoshi, chat. That's the issue. I'm going to have the wooden parts kind of come down. Oh my god, I just made Yoshi. Digim, that cereal mascot? Who's Digim? Digimon. That's why it ain't easy being green. It's just hard to create, apparently. Which is... Oh, wait, I just got it. Look. It's that kind of mouth, maybe. Oh. Hold on. What if I extended the wood like this? No. Toadchi! Maybe look up cartoon frogs. That's true. I did actually earlier, and then chat, should I do this as the inspiration? Yeah. Vector stock. What if the eyes were on the upper corners, creating a Mickey Mouse like shape? Yeah, let's try. Because at the same time, like how I've done creatures in the past, is like they're wearing what looks like the animal. So it doesn't need to be, but like, it just always comes out looking alien, right? And I guess, hold on. If it is looking like the Loveland frog, Florida Wizard frog, what is that? Then it should probably just be standing up and being silly looking. Right? Hold on. Let's try something. Maybe the checks could be water? The checks could be water? How do you mean? Oh, hold on. Do I... Oh! No, that does look like a monkey. No wonder our mod Seraph said it looked like a monkey. Because if I do this, it looks like Donkey Kong. Cheeks? Oh, yeah, the cheeks could be water. But I don't want it to be like Froakie. I mean, not that Froakie has that. Chat, I'm getting cooked live on TV. No worries. Or don't give him mouth. That's the thing, right? The other Xotempo don't always have mouths. What in the Yoshi is this? Donkey Kong's frog cousin. No wonder Donkey Kong never talks about him. This is just... Alright, you know what, chat? I got an idea. Let's put this freaking weirdo to the side. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one quick thing. Just to see... Alright, look. So I'm going to do this. Right? Look at him. He looks so stupid. That's crazy. Combine the head and the torso. Could be the case. Could be the case. This is what I'm going to do. Look, he just looks like a standing frog. I'm going to do this. I'm going to straight up give him a human body like this and like this. That way his reference of being a humanoid frog is apparent. Alright? Looks like I didn't miss much. You've been seeing me drown in real time. I'll get to work looking up cartoon frogs. I will try out a seated frog. It might be Jin-chan's time to shine if this doesn't work. Alright, ready? So let's do... Body needs to be chunkier? Could be. Alright, watch this. So I do this. Because maybe it's more of the organic and the inorganic, how I usually do, like the tree, you know, the tree trunk shapes and stuff. Squared. Not saying you have to, but maybe don't limit it to frog anatomy. I have a frog that has no arms or legs. That's true. Then that would become a tadpole, essentially. But the thing is, I'm basing it off the Loveland frog, whose entire identity is a humanoid frog. That's why I'm making, you know, feel slightly rubber hose. And I think that's a nod also to that one WB frog, Warner Brothers frog. You know? Who's like this dancing frog. Yeah, dude, sketch. I just said that. That's crazy. Um, yeah, let me look up what's his name. He's got like some crazy name. Warner Bros. Frog. Oh, yeah. So maybe, I mean, not that he's the true. Oh, wait, yeah, look at this shape. This is a fun shape. Oh, wait. So I'll do this. This is if I go this route. I have him hunched over. And then let's give him like bigger hands so we could have. Because again, the whole point is he's like a walking frog, right? Like a humanoid frog. So let's give him this kind of thing. I'm going to give him this giant kind of underbelly throat thing. And that's where it gets cut off for the mask. So this is where his body. Loveland Frog is also wizard? What? I didn't see that. No need for separated head. Having that hunch over would work. That's true. It could just lean forward, right? Because I can have the underside of the throat kind of at least make up this shape. Kermit, combining the stickbook and golden apple ideas, it could be a stickbook that is a branch of which a golden apple hangs off of. Now, that would mean the final form would need to have apples in the design. And not that it needs to, but I feel like, especially with a more vegetative kind of thing, it would probably be important to have some sort of through line, you know? I see you make him even more like W Frog, just don't have with frog limbs coming out. I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, you know what? What if I did. Oh, hold on. Did I do it? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's a version where I have like the soak, the throat sac really expanded. It creates a really interesting shape underneath. Give normal frog pupils like sideways? Nah. Because as much as that's cute, Don't get me wrong, it definitely makes it frog-like. The thing is, the consistency of my designs is that underneath, this is not a frog creature underneath. It's a spirit that looks like a frog, right? Takes on the shape and whatnot. So all of the Xotempo, if you really look back and notice something that I've been very good and consistent about, is more or less making it so that all the creatures have the same kind of pupils, which denote that like they're taking on a form in the material world, right? If you give them more like the WB Fiesta Dance better, because they ain't it. But back in the day, he was really hitting them, no. You know? Alright, so I like this version. It's getting closer with the freaking Yoshi on the side. But let me do one more thing. I want to try out, like, just having it be a very simple stump with the limbs. And it might be one of the only designs to have something like that. Well, it would be, you know what, that's not true, because the pants Xotempo, who again is humanoid, has that. His body could be in a totem pole and his legs poking out. But why a totem pole? Like versus other creatures, right? See, so for example, I can do something like this. He's like running. I kind of love him. The Loveland Frog. Let me see. It's got like similar vibes to the pants mod. It's the legs for me. This hits. Another depiction of the Loveland Frog. There's a Loveland Frog holding a wand over its head. I wonder where they got that. Because, like, so I was in my research. I saw that it was like more or less an iguana without a tail. There's like a large humanoid, you know. He looks like Finn from Adventure Time. For Adventure Time! He's got Finn vibes, right? The energy. Oh, you know what? What if his arms were like that? That feels very frog-like. I don't know if I want it to come out of the side. And he's just running around like that. I don't know. I kind of like this. He's simple. Because now we get the humanoid part. Silly. Cute. I think he looks like Jake from State Farm. This one's really doing what it needs to. Alright. I think this is probably it for a first pass. He's just standing there with his arms at his side. Finally, it looks good. Ouch, but thank you. Yeah, design doesn't always come easy. Sometimes it takes a bit. But you know what? You guys get to see a very real part of design. Truly love this version. Me too. tongue poking out of the bottom, that would look very sussy. But again, also going back to what I was saying, it's yeah. If we were to drop here, I could. I was saying earlier that it could be built into the face mask part. Some brass knuckles would suck. Oh boy, no, no. Could you imagine he's just waving them around? All right, so let's color this guy down. So this is based off the Loveland Frog, right? Now, I want it to be Venusaur inspired. My big Shi is like kind of green in color. I might make him blue just to make him homage to Blastoise. So I think this guy's gonna have to be green, right? Like Bulbasaur. Frog Prince, not quite, not quite. This one is based off the Loveland Frog. It's like a humanoid frog person. That's exactly what I got. It was originally going to be the Frog Prince. I did say a long time ago that I wanted to do that. But when I really sat down and thought about it, like, I'm sure I could make a Frog Prince work. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like Frog Prince is very much something that is very much like the story as much as it is the character, right? Like, I could create a frog with like a crown, but like, what does that really do for the design if it's a prince who needs to find his love, you know? All that stuff would be missing. So this looks good, but not puke green good. No, no. So now, if anybody wants to look up Aglabimu, that's who I'm going to be making the I'm going to be making Aglabimu the evolution, which will be a large frog. So nothing really crazy at all. It'll be a pretty straightforward design. But the Loveland Frog works with the narrative of Frog Prince. That's just a naming thing. As a concept, well, I guess it is a humanoid frog. Kind of looks creepy because of the eyes. Oh, it's so cute. How do you spell that? Aglabimu. Aglebemu, I believe. Watched a lot of cryptid iceberg video. They always bring up the Loveland Frog with the wand. That's how I got the information. Gotcha. That's interesting. In my research, I did not see anything with the wand. I don't know if I'll keep this because as cute and funny as it is, I feel like he's encroaching on the territory of Ants Guy, because he's also like a running kind of guy. Ooh, that fails the flip challenge in a major way. You know what? I feel like it's Mimi. It's trying too hard to be like the other guy. I'll keep his design for now, because I just need to set up. Yeah, you know what? Compared to the other Xotempo, this guy's eyes look very creepy. Why is that? Why is that? He's so vacant. Compared to the other creatures, they all usually look so cute. This guy looks like a serial murderer. We can see its torso. It doesn't encroach too much. His eyes saw a lot of things clearly, right? Yo. What did he see, chat? Type into the chat what he saw. Eerie. I know, right? What the... And his totem mask also feels funky. Oh, you know what? Let's make it wider. Lemurs defeated turned into giant lake monsters, dammed up a great river, caused it to run dry. Into the bullhog, but it glooks up. So yeah, basically I'm just making a giant frog, which is what Venusaur is. Look, creepy besides Halloween's right around the corner. That's true. Halloween's coming up. I mean, it's still ways away, but it's also on the horizon-ish. I gotta do a second Halloween video. I know which mons I'm going to do. I'll probably do like one design on stream, but I want to keep the rest of them hidden so you guys have something to look forward to. But I won't talk about it right now because we're doing Xotempo. Yo, chat, this is not cute. Oh, wait. What if that's how you do it? What the? Now it's just cute. He saw the eldritch god of corgis awakening from their nappy nap. He saw the future. Chat, what am I doing? I don't know. I don't like this thingy. Any species frog you want to put into the Globeamu? I don't know. I could put a whole bunch. I kind of want to keep the spirit of my Venusaur, the old Venusaur. He had the worst day of his life. He stepped on a Lego and stubbed his toe. And his pillow wasn't cold at night. Ouch. Frog soup. Just got to have a homemade burger. Okay. Kind of cute for me. The black around the eyes, which makes it look too much sunken in. He's totally coupon. I love him. No smile. That's it. This is hard, chat. This is the hardest mission I've ever had. Oh! Okay, hold on. Let me make his head round. I don't think he's encroaching on Pants Guy. I disagree. I'm gonna see. Pants Guy's thing is his legs and his walking and running, and if this guy's personality is that he's humanoid and is defined by like human style legs, it's getting close. That's why I say encroaching and not like another word. Oh, hold on. So okay, at least he kind of looks like a frog here. It's the forever smile. It's the forever smile. Maybe his cheeks are painted on the mask. What about this? What if... I mean, for sure that. But, like, it could be part of the wood. Like, the protuberance. It's the smile. It's the smile that's creepy and scary. This is horrifying, Bond. Tell me about it. Always want to ask, what size settings do you use for your canvas? This one's pretty big. This was the base kind of default document setting. This one is 5891 pixels by 2743. All the squares are usually painted at 1000 by 1000. I don't think the other guy's legs look human-like though. They looked no. I mean, no. I see what you're trying to do. Yes, for sure they're accordion-like, but as far as imagery, it's long legs, right? Humanoid. So it's less that like it's the delivery system, but that the silhouette and the concept. Stop making it wide. He looks like that he's gonna do something devious. Maybe it's frowning. No, but frowning I think would be even sadder. It's definitely the smile is creepy. That smile is creepy because it's that wide smile. But that's what makes it feel like a totem, you know? Is giving it the clown. It's the eyes that are... Ooh, I like that everyone's got different things. This is fun. Chat, let's talk about design. It's the eyes. It's the smile. It's the width. Let's Ooh, what if I did this? Like domino mask cut in the mask. Or the helmet, I should say. Eyes are creepy too? Indeed. Don't let him near the orphanage. This is like the Joker in the universe. Oh, hold on. Okay, y'all know I like to do these kind of eyes. Yeah, he looks like a cereal mascot now. Dude, who is this? Who is this? Get him off my screen. All right, while I'm trying to figure this out, did we get any cool inspiration for a seedling story or like a plant that could become the Ent? All right, I'll do a mouth like this. This is a little better. Sonicking it. But if his eyes are closed, how would he see how beautiful I am? His eyes aren't closed. He can still see the beauty. Shining. Maybe just have its eyes closed. Oh, I see. That's why. All right. No, but see, that looks like lips too. Maybe his come out. Maybe his come out of the mouth of the totem head. No, none of them have mouths truly opening. Maybe I just leave it like... Yo, this is a hard task, chat. A giant bee... Ooh, I love that, Alex. I'll mark that down. Jack and the Giant. Yeah, Beanstalk. That's a good one. But still come up with more ideas if you guys have any more mythos and stuff. Too small compared to the mouth. Alright, you know what? Let me do like this. I got an idea. I am going to go back to... I'm going to try a version where I do... Because I do need more Chinese mythos. So I'm going to look at Jin-chan again. Which is this guy right here. Those pink lips look sus, man. If you know, you know. Huh? I've been looking strange frog species for the Venusaur. No worries. Beanstalk seedling would be awesome, right? I know, right? It's a fun idea. So we're gonna try Jin-chan as a reference. I'm gonna bring him over. Come on, Jin-chan. Come on over to the canvas. We need you. He didn't come over. I haven't said this guy. But you know what? That's fine. So this is what I'll do. So for Jin-chan. Surinam? Okay. Ooh. I'll take a look at that when I get ready for Aglabimu. So I'm going to do a more traditional body plan. It looks menacingly with it looking down. Yeah, he's like, what do you want? So with Jin-chan, like I was telling you guys, and as you guys just saw, so like I said, it's depicted as a bullfrog, wealth beckoning toad, most commonly translates as money toad or money frog. It represents a popular feng shui charm for prosperity. This mythical creature is said to appear during the full moon near houses or businesses that will soon receive good news. Usually depicted as a bullfrog with red eyes, flared nostrils, and only one hind leg, for a total of 3 legs. So he's got the 2. I came to check the jaw stretch. We have not. Thank you. 3 times, 2 times. What's up, Danny? We're trying to make a frog. You missed some of the most cursed shit I've ever created on stream. So yeah, it's a 3-legged money toad. It's got only one hind leg, which could look a little sussy, of an appendage hanging from the back with the 2 front legs. So, but yes, I will basically try this route instead of a frogman. But it should be a little more fun. And you know what? Instead of the coin in the mouth, I could have it be like maybe a, what do you call that? A lily pad in the mouth. Sounds like my kind of content. All right, so far we have that little thing, which is kind of cute. In fact, that feels better to me than like, it feels more, less pants. And then you have this, whatever he was supposed to be. Tripod frog, exactly. A date for the coming weekend? Okay, Sketch. How you gonna tell Danny? You're not gonna tell me. Mandrake. Oh yeah, duh. We gotta do the mandrake. Duh. I think I even have that written down. What if it stood on the single hind leg, either front ones? Hold on. What if it stood on the single hind? That would also look very sussy, like I was saying. Well, you know what? Let's see. Let's do. How the heck would you even draw that? Mandrake to beanstalk to ent. I don't know about beanstalk in the context. I'm struggling to think how it could look. I could make it work. I believe in myself, but I feel like there could be something more interesting to pull from rather than just straight up beanstalk. I do think beanstalk could be a great point of reference, like as far as the design, right? Like if I'm using different species of frogs and stuff, I could use beanstalk as the the vegetation species, right? Or the mythos. I mean, this would certainly be more boring. Tiptoeing my jaw is. Liam E. Deweer. It is described as a giant frog with bat's wings instead of 4 legs. With bat's wings instead of 4 legs. No hind legs. Wait, what creature is that? There's some cursed serial killers in there? Not wrong. Wait, so who is Liam Higging E. Deweer? He's describing the Jinchan frog? Danny, I'm telling you, some of the frogs that I came up with. Dang, I was going to say something that would have gotten me canceled. Let's make the face, let's make the eyes like this. What? Oh, wait. Go like this. It is for sure the sunken eyes that make him feel scary. Again, if it's... has 3 feet who all come out of one leg directly under it? Back legs as a tail? They look like they could kill someone. Froggy long legs. They're like how Hoot Hoot looks. Oh, I found the Oh, I gotcha. The llama Diwa. Gotcha. Throw your pants at him. Hey, keep your pants on, chat. This is not a nudist colony. You have decency. Keep your pants on. Do you know that radish spirit from Faded Away? A root turned into a tree ant. Funny enough, I already do have a radish creature, which is the original Halloween pumpkin, was originally turnips. All right. Hold on. This doesn't look as scary. Wait, this looks cute. This looks cute. And what was this thing? The Liam Hour. It's described as a giant frog with bat's wings instead of 4 legs. No? And a long... Okay. You know what? Let's try that. Why not? Why not? It is like a tadpole. So I'll have it come out like this. Don't forget to vote for Danny in November for President New Pants. Danny's running because Biden stepped down? Beelzebub frog? I think so. That could be cool. Although I did want more Chinese mythos just because I don't have a lot of it represented. Let's see. It does sound like a toadpole. Toadpole? Tadpole. Big perk pants. MMPA. Rainbow frog yokai? No yokai. I've said this. I cannot do anymore. I can't. I just can't. Bat wings instead of 4 legs. Is that how you draw bat wings? Kind of. But it's got like a frog head? Giant frog? Okay, so it's got its body like this. And it can be cute, you know? Now, the issue is the smile. Wait. Guys, I think I did it. I think this frog isn't cursed. Is he... He's cute. I think I did it. I think I did it. Chat, what do we think? Hold on, so maybe I'll just put the... Hold on, and then a long lizard-like tail with a stinger at the end. I mean, it's kind of an insane design. Oh, maybe I should have, instead of, I spent all this time doing a frog mask, but I could have freaking done probably a tadpole mask. Let's see. Make bond stretch in 30-40 minutes. Thank you, Danny. Toadpole, I did say toadpole. Totem pole. I like that. I found a video about frog cryptids. Gotcha. Well, the Sapo Fuerzo, a turtle-shelled frog from the Andes of Chile. Turtle-shelled frog is also very cute. Chili pepper body. Pretty much, right? I'm gonna look up tadpoles. I was gonna say toadpoles again. Tadpoles. Okay, you know what? Let me do this. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give its body shape more of like a tadpole shape. Right? And then I'll... Oh yeah, look. Now someone's going to be like, you copied Poliwag. And then I'll have its body, the stinger part, I'm like that. And I'll have that be wavy. Okay. And it said, what was the direct? So first of all, the name is pretty crazy. The Yam Hijin E Dur. Wow. And then it's kind of like a little toadpole creature. I keep saying toadpole. Okay, so it's got the body shape. And then long lizard-like tail with a stinger. No hind legs. Bat wings instead of forelegs. So that part is what confuses me. So it would be something like this. It looks like the villain from Flushed Away. When did Poliwag have wings? Yeah. It's a little... You know what? Why don't I just... I'll keep it simple. I think the bat wings don't do anything for me for the design. So I'll just keep it simple with the tadpole body with the stinger tail. I think that's enough. Tadweir? Who knows, maybe. I'll do the body like this. Do I want him to have a little stomach on the... A little... Now, how do I do... It really does come up to the smile to save the design, right? One of the coolest frogs to me is a glass frog. Its underbelly is transparent. A Venusaur that would have a... You know what? Here's the thing about that, Maximus. I love your train of thought there. Believe it or not, I'm talking about Poliwag right now. Poliwag is based on that. The swirl that's there on its belly, its belly is meant to be the intestines of the glass frog. So it would be a little tricky to incorporate it, but it might be something we could do. YouTube Paradox Torterra, like that could be a sick... Let's see. How do I do the... Maybe he doesn't need a mouth? Is that what it is? Maybe I just give him nostrils? Mutanda, giant white frog, which is blind. Think about the Mutanda, the way I'm kind of hearing it in its name. If it's mutated and like considered albino, a lot of albino creatures have poor vision. So I wonder how much of it is, you know, inspired by that side of science. Where is it from? Oh my god, we took so long to get to this design. And here I thought I was going to finish this quack. Oh, the water leaper in water. Oh, if that... Yeah, I've heard of the water leper. So, okay, I would much... Yeah, I'll definitely call it water leaper. In Welsh, all my homies hate mouths. Why? Poliwag's a glass frog. Yeah, that's what that whole line, that whole Poliwag line, the entirety of like why it's spiraling isn't any other reference other than like if you look up those frogs, their intestines are what shows. So being on the belly of Poliwag in throughout the entire line, that's what it's meant to be. The Colombia, Mutanda frog is in Colombia. All right. But I thought this roll on disability was not the cinnamon rolls. My job's been a lie. Let's go ahead. I'm going to just render this guy out a little bit. I mean, yeah, technically, they all have like drawn on mouths, right? Because they're like helmets. He's got a very mermaid feel. Still not sure if I love this design, but I just kind of want to have something so I can kind of like continue onwards, because I just want to work on this Venusaur thing. You know? I kind of also like the blacks of the eyes, where it makes it feel like it looks like sunken in, kind of like the way many frogs are depicted with the black bits on the sides, you know? Actually, he's giving Goomba to me. What do you guys think? I wonder if I were to do this. Oh, it's not consistent. It really does feel like a Goomba, chat. Alright, regardless, I'm gonna move stretching 5, yes. Little Gut's kind of hilarious. It's meant to be, yeah, kind of like the body shape of a tadpole. It's pretty cute. Because they've got these, like, little sections where, or not section, but like that kind of bean-like shape before the tail wriggles out. So what plant will grow out of its back? Yeah, I mean, it's more so like body shape. It's not going to be, if I did that with the plants, it'll be like too much. Just like my Blastoise Homage doesn't feature water in its design or anything, but there's like two subtle things that kind of look like, you know, Blastoise's cannons. Because yeah, I don't want to do like too much. Like, it's supposed to be homage in the concept, giant frog entity, you know. Goompole is cute. Tadpoka. Ooh, Tadpoka is so cute. Tadpoka. Yeah, I don't even know why I added those. Look, Island Monster looks like a tadpole? Read that one to me. Or, yeah, anytime you guys give me a description, I would love, or rather not description, but like a name, if you could tell me what the Mutando or the Hook Island, because I do not know what they look like. And if it sounds like something that I could cook with, you know, perfect. Hola, Gabi! Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the kind comment. Welcome in, welcome in. I mean, this guy is pretty cute, right? I'm gonna look up the water leopard just to see. Is it leper or leper? I seen it spelled L-E-P-R, so I kind of assumed. End of the tail should have a leaf. That's Pokemon. But I guess, you know what? It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if I was trying to do a homage. I don't hate that. Because, you know, it doesn't have to be a true stinger. It just needs to represent what I'm paying homage to, which is the water leopard. You know, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Ribbit and Kid. That's cute. Oof. Gabby came in immediately stretching. Make sure you guys are stretching as well. So what do you guys think of this little guy? He looks angry. It's the mouth that's kind of really giving me the most trouble, you know? I think his face does need to be wide. Does it look like a frog-shaped helmet intentional? Of course. Of course. Since Venusaur's got like that toad frog type of thing going on. Trying to make this guy frog-like, toad-like. Oh, wait a second. So that repeated motif of the bubbles or the... He looks angry. That's the issue. Crow Kid. I like Crow Kid a lot. Time to stretch it out. Make sure you guys stretch, chat. I want to see you stretch. Well, I can't see you, but I should be able to hear your bones stretching. Getting limber. Alright, let's do that. Oh, what if I did this? And it's just painted on. Oh, that's cute. He really does look like a Goomba, chat. So the helmet made from wood or clay? All the first stages have a wooden helmet. They have wooden helmets. Dang, chat. He's cute, but it looks like a Goomba. Right? Like, tell me I'm not wrong. It's the shape. What if you can hear my bones crying flat? I need to go to the hospital? No, it's the vibes, the energy. Feeling I'm hearing. You guys are stretching. What are the evolution? It'll just be one, and then it'll evolve into the Venusaur homage, which I'm basing off of the Native American mythological entity, the Aglabimu. Aglabimu. Maybe Smile should be drawn badly like Wiggly. Ooh, that is cute. The cartwheel. Ow! That's funny. Ooh, okay, that's kind of fun. Because it's like vaguely frog-like. Right? The movement is fun and wavy. Kind of got a bivalve thing going on. Hokkai monster, 90-foot monster, giant jaws, whip-like tail. It is blackish in color. It is sighted by fishermen. That doesn't sound like a baby form. Homage. You're not wrong. What do you guys think of this tadpole baby thing inspired by the water leaper? Let me look up the water leaper again, as I was saying. Oh, wait a second. When I see it like that. Hold on. Oh, wait. This could... Alright, looking at the actual mythology, that is adorable. Thank you. That wiggly smile is cute. So will the evolution or whatever it's called in Xotempo have a log helmet, like it's ripped out of... No, only the first forms. There's a whole logistical reason. Chat, if you want to explain what the helmets represent and how the creatures evolve, let Cody know, because I want to see. I know I always say that when new people show up or ask about it. I feel like I've seen Cody around, but I think it's cool when the community is able to field it for me. You're paying attention in class. My baby's adorable, very cute. It sure looks like it though. Okay, so he's got that. So the water leopard, chat. So I'm seeing it's got these kind of things, but they've got like they're flying with their arms outstretched, and it's like kind of like that. But you know what? So what if I did a thing like that and then made Because they like fly in the air like a wyvern type of thing. Something like that. You know? Because they've got these like, yeah, they fly like, essentially like bats. You know what? It's too messy. Let's keep it a tadpole. I don't gotta do anything too crazy. And you know what? He's gonna evolve into a big scary frog anyway, so maybe the personality is fine. Right? Eventually hiding the totem head, and when they evolve, they are being let out of their shells, as it were. Yeah. How much a totem pole is within the first stage being the base. Yeah, that's another thing. So basically, the totem head rat into fashion. Totem heads are the dopest fit out there. When they evolve, they lose their fashion mojo and wear their boo, but also right. But also wrong, but also right. Wonderful job, my babies. Thank you. All right, so this will be like this kind of glassy kind of texture. So he's a little miserable frog person. Now, as you can see, I have my Venusaur. Yeah, less is more in this case for sure. I'm gonna use this as my base for Aglabemu. Honestly, like I really love its design. I think it's different enough from Venusaur. If anybody wants to look up a description while I like do my new lines, nice smile, thanks. So yeah, I'm gonna just enhance all parts of this version of Venusaur that I did. So I'm gonna give it like these massive forearms. I want it to have like these kind of like lily pad like frog kind of digits, frog like digits, you know, flat, kind of like how Greninja has, kind of. I'll show encrypted, his 6 legs, lizard-like body and leg and frog face located. I think it's still a little too complex for a baby form. So I like what I got here. So would it stack a new part of the totem pole on his old helmet evolution, or would it replace his helmet with it? No, so what they meant by that is like thematically, it's the first form of like a totem pole, hence in the name Xotempo. It's like totem pole, Xotempo, exotic totems with potential. It's the idea that evolution is something that stacks, right? Like, I don't want it to be that the creatures, as wild as some of the evolutions can get, the notion is at the end of the day, they are the sum of all their parts. So the wooden parts break free because they're revealing their true selves because they evolve with the help of their trainers. Now, I'm looking at what I have here, and I really like it quite a bit. Now, I'm really kind of wondering what I should do for the back of this frog. Because, again, if I were doing a Venusaur, and I am, it could be some sort of thing here, but that feels like too much like Venusaur. I'm really liking the idea of leaning into the glass tree frog and maybe making this part completely open, and maybe it's got like an ecosystem in there. I don't know how it would work, but otherwise I could make this like a giant mouth, you know? I can't obviously bring over like the Venusaur 1-to-1, so that's why I'm trying to like keep the spirit of it, yet still feel like Oh, here's some Suriname toad, bullfrog, hairy wolverine, Vietnamese mossy frog, Argentine horn frog, Borneo horn frog, Indian bullfrog. Oh, that's a lot. Gives me amphitheater vibes. What is amphitheater? Hippodon like toads, but better. You have some girth. What means the Wowie to be the middle or last? No, there's only going to be two. Since the Bixie, which is what I made my Blastoise, only has two, and Charizard tomorrow will only have two. I honestly think the Wowie should be the middle stage for the Chipotle. Jabba the Hutt inspired. Place the broken parts of its helmet on its back. No, because then I would have to do that for every single evolution. Yeah, actually no. Venusaur's plant is corpse flower, I believe. The Rafflesia, same as Vileplume. In fact, they're the exact same flower visually, like red with the yellow spots in the games, or not games, in the designs. Which is partly why Venusaur is poison type, like Vileplume. Stomach ecosystem would be cool, but you gotta avoid looking like the Poliwag line with a swirl. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna do a swirl. But yeah, look at Venusaur's flower. It's red with yellow, same as Vileplume. Same with the little speckles. Corpse flower, poison type, just like they share the same typing, grass poison. The more you know. Looks something like the corpse flower. It doesn't have that wiener looking part. Well, it's not exactly the same, but like the inspiration is very clearly the same. Giant, massive flower, the poison typing. Yeah, in the sense that like Venusaur has like the sap and stuff, like probably not like exactly Rafflesia, is the scientific name for the corpse, but like it's close enough. Actually looks like a corpse flower. No, but like that would feel again too on the nose for a Venusaur homage. I'm mostly leaning into the frog part of Venusaur, in the same way my Bixie is a turtle, like Blastoise. You know, it's not like my Bixie that I made on stream has like two water cannons, right? Or even is a water type. It's because I don't have a water type. But it makes you wonder, how do you do the back of this frog? It kind of looks empty, you know? You know what? Let me give him like these big puffs and stuff. He's gonna look cool. Because I could do the ecosystem thing, but it's like, what would that really do for the design? If its inspiration is mostly Aglabimu, which is giant evil frog. Because, you know, I'm going to have the color patterning here. That's going to make it look, you know, green like Venusaur. Amphitheater are draconic serpents with only wings, no arms, no legs. Copy. Thank you. Yeah, let's go ahead and look up some of those froggies. Totem pole on his back? Nope. Like I said, otherwise I'd have to do that for every single second or third stage film. Put some mud on his back? Let me see. Suriname toad. Bullfrog. Hairy wolverine frog. Vietnamese mossy frog. Argentine horned frog. Bornean horned frog. Indian bullfrog. Malayan horned. Well, I got the horned part. Oh, that looks awesome. He looks so chunky. Maybe some of its first stage on his back? Why though? Curious. Because like I said, none of the other Xotempo feature their totem masks in their design yet. Maybe there's a reason why I have one saved. We'll talk about that one. I mentioned that. for those who have been listening. Um, but yeah, it wouldn't track. I'd have to do that for every single one. I looked at plants associated with frogs, apparently frog fruits. It seems like they're small flowers instead of actual fruit. Perhaps this could have a bush with flowers sprouting. Again, I'm not so much interested in recreating Venusaur. Which is why I made sure to put Homage in the description. Just because, like I said, tomorrow when you see my Charizard, he's not gonna look like a dragon, right? He's gonna be based on the mythical salamander. So he'll be Charizard inspired, right? Like salamanders are like lizards, right? With a penchant for fire, right? That's as close as it's getting to Charizard. What if the brain flower? You mean have like a pond with its back with the... Oh, hold on. That could be a fun way where it's a pond rather than... The back does feel empty, but I mean, frogs have empty backs, right? It's not like they're known to have anything on their backs, which is what makes Venusaur very cool. Oh, I like that yellow. I'll do some yellow here. I'm going to make the green just more like this green-blue. Like the first stage, me too. Having something to make the silhouette more striking on the back would be good at least. Yeah, but it depends on what it is. I don't want to like haphazardly put something on just to fill up the space. You know? Especially if I'm doing it just to fulfill the quota of like homage. Because yeah, at the end of the day, the Aglabimu doesn't really have a lot in its descriptor. Yeah, exactly. Warts and whatnot could be a more natural way. It could be a series of spikes, right? As you can see in I had like a thing where I had this whole beautiful thing with like the candied gems on his back. And then I had these like kind of vines going down its back. Let's do yellow like this, yellow coming down like this. So you can kind of see, again, the Venusaur vibe is there, which is cool, you know? But it gets to be its own creature, because, you know, that's another thing that I've talked about in the past, right? Where I'm like, I didn't want to do, originally I was going to do like, these were going to be three-stage lines and like potentially pseudo legendary. And then I realized, like, wait a second, I don't want people to choose Pokemon inspired designs on their teams as like 3 pseudo legendaries based on Pokemon in my own monster tamer, right? That's really harming my own IP, where I'm like, so that's why I'd rather make these guys weaker 2-stage Xotempo in homage to the franchise that I still love, that inspired me to do this. You know what I mean? You know what? I do like the yellow coming all the way out, though. Oh, you know what I can do, chat? I'll do this. So I'll have the yellow come all the way to the top. I'm going to make the sacks yellow. Oh, you know what? Maybe it could be a large dome sack on its back that expands, which would be really gross. Again, I don't love it because it is feeling a little too much like Venusaur. We'll see. We'll see. In that case, if Venusaur is feeling like this Venusaur inspired, feeling more like a grass, I should probably go back to the Big Shi and make him blue like Blastoise. Because I think right now he's green. What do you guys think? And then you know what? I'll do pink toes. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, now we're cooking. Pedro Weeb, thank you for the subscribe. Like a snot bubble on his back. Spikes coming out of warts, maybe. Best Dangan Malaysian creature with 2 legs, lizard-like features, frog-like face. It lives on the coconut trees. Its urine kills the trees. Anyone who tries to climb them, they kick them back. Good mid-evo. What I mean, the idea I suggest is a good miss-evo. What is miss-evo? NPC that is homage to Ash from my own project. Yeah, like the way we can show inspiration, you know, it doesn't have to be anything like super crazy, right? It could just be a character in the background, you know? It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Now, again, Pokemon has done a lot for me in my life. My channel, you know, as much as PokeTuber inspired for as of now. You know, I'm inspired to do this because I want to make my own monster tamer. So it feels right for me to do, like, the very first starters, you know? I'm not going to do Pikachu. That's too much. But, you know, like I've talked about in the past, mascots are chosen by the fans. No matter the intent. You know, for example, when people try to make a mascot and they try to force feed it to the fans, one of the cringiest things you could do. Because it's like trying to recreate a bottle of lightning, right? They never thought Pikachu was going to be the mascot. The fans take these things into their own hands. You know? I thought it was Xotempo. It was. It was. And I've changed it. Funny enough, because I don't want it to be like Pokemon. I think these color that screen, but it's a very different shade than the yellow offsets it. Thank you. The frogs lay eggs. Maybe an egg sac on the back. It was changed to Xotempo. Who is this man Ani with incredible beard Ani and amazing mustache Ani? What's up, Mitch IL? Welcome back. Yeah, my beard does look pretty good today, doesn't it? I took a shower after 45 days straight, now showering. Kidding. But, I did notice it, because my beard is very long now. I'll be getting a haircut this week. So I'll tame him down a little bit. But yeah, something could be on the back. Something like, I don't know. It could be an egg sac. It could be like some pond life in a bubble. I like the orange eyes. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks pretty cool to me. I do like... I keep forgetting the name. If I do whatever these kind of splotches are. You know what? Yeah, maybe I'll just do something like this, where it's just a giant bubble that holds all its young or something. Well, no, it wouldn't need to do that because it's a spirit. It doesn't reproduce like that. You know? Um, I'm coming back next month. I'll show up regular. Nice. Welcome back. The fairy was supposed to be the math god. Exactly right. So will these spirits speak English and talk to us like Digimon, or will they make animal noises? So the first stages will be speaking only in like sounds. Like I don't want it to be like Pokemon where they say their names. It might be kind of an offshoot of that, like where it makes a sound similar to a name or something. Um, but I'm trying to play with the idea that only the final forms um can speak English to the, or not English, but like whatever the regional dialect, you know. Terrarium on its back maybe, but I feel that would be too complicated. I think so too, and it would feel like Torterra. You know, surface is spread a liquid that kills everything that touches it. It's just a suggestion for Xotempo. Just for thank you. Bonnie, you mentioned making a Halloween video. I'm realizing it's a year since I joined the community, since I started watching. Oh wow, dude, time flies. It's already almost a year since Halloween of my Japan trip. Actually, it's been technically a year since I started streaming. Happy birthday to my streams. Honestly, it looks too much like Venusaur. Crap, that's not good at all. Here's to see Xotempo videos. I've got a whole list of them actually. All right, let me. I'm gonna probably kill the thing on its back because it is kind of gross. But it's okay if it looks somewhat like Venusaur because that's the point. I might need to do more frog-like shapes. It could be, you know what, simple ridges along its back, you know. Because at the end of the day, it's a Venusaur inspiration. Color palette, though, it's very similar. True. It could also be rather than the colors, right? Because I do want to make the salamander tomorrow red or orange, because that's the colors we associate with fire. So it might have to be a different color, which I would not mind at all. I think the first thing I watched by you was turning this what Squawkabilly Oh wow! I remember I wanted to do a whole video set, and that ended up being so freaking ambitious. It was like 30 something designs for a video, and I'm like, what am I doing? But honestly, all those designs, even if I don't ever turn anything to a video, it's all like great practice, you know? You know what? Maybe I enhance its arms like this. Inspiration's too hard to see or understand. Live action movie starring Brody Jones, Mickey, Pookie, Danny. I think the first thing, inspiration's too hard to see or understand. So I'm confused. Is it too much like it, or is it too hard to understand? Because that would be two opposite things. It might just have to be another color. You know? I kind of want to give him a tail, but there's no reason to. He's supposed to be a giant frog. So yeah, looking at a lot of these frogs I pulled up, the Indian bullfrog has like these giants, you know, give me bulldog vibes, hell yeah. Um, it could also be that these pouches kind of like get bigger. Honestly, I kind of like that. Oh, you know what? Then let's add like spikes here, like they're like poison points, and then that way, I do a thing like this where, woo, I like this. And then maybe, oh, I'll take the orange of the eye and like tip this end. Actually, that looks like something else. We will not be doing that. Yes, Alex. That's why I pulled it back immediately. With those frogs, toads be bigger than the average person, same side. These guys would be probably like 3, 4 feet tall. Um, I do plan on making Xotempo bigger in size than Pokemon, just because it makes it feel more like majestic. You know. Maybe if I do spikes like this. But it's the coloration. Lickitung sucks or licks? Is that true? Oh, I guess so. I mean, that's a pretty good title. I think. That was so long ago. When did I first start streaming then, if you're looking back in time? It was definitely like sometime in the summer. I was just saying that was a bad thing? Oh my god. You goofball. I'm not getting sued by parents across America. Could you imagine they flip onto the TV and then they just see some questionable frog? Okay. So so the Indian bullfrog, they got like these massive kind of thingies. The long-nosed horn frog is pretty cool. I'm pretty much kind of inspired the shape of the head and stuff, as it were, with that. Pretty bottle. The girth, I got the girth. So now we have Argentine horn frog. Okay, I've seen this guy. He's all right. I've seen this guy in like memes and stuff. All right. So, okay, next frog. Japanese mossy frog. This guy is very cool. He's got a lot of spikes, which, I mean, have pretty much got down here, you know. Hairy Wolverine frog, which is literally right up over here. Kind of gross looking. Which is interesting. I mean, you know, looks fine. You got American Bullfrog, classic. Suriname Toad. He's just like this freaky flat dude. He's got, I think, eggs on his back. So I could do something with the eggs there, you know? Streamed 1 year ago. Yes, I've definitely... Yeah! 1 year streaming. Let's go. Okay. So, honestly, look. It does feel like Venusaur, because that's what it's meant to be. So why don't I do this? I will change the color. Just like I... You know what? Just like I changed the color for the... Ooh. Wait, hold on. I kind of like this purple with like this bioluminescent stuff going on. The brown and purple look boring. We have this green and pink. Blue and yellow. 2023 February 13. Really? That early? What did I stream? But I know I stopped for a little bit, and then I really started picking up last summer, I want to say. Everybody likes eggs. Would you like an egg during this trying time? What do you guys think of this coloration? I'm gonna mess around. Oh, what if I made this part? I kind of like that. Oh, what if I made... Oh, wait. I don't hate this. It feels something like dangerous. I kind of like it. Still want to have like orange eyes. Digging the colors? Thank you, Bashan. I do too. I like these colors. It feels like Venusaur, yet not. Now you're cooking with grease. Bonnie's only 23. I am old though. Older. Zelda Pokemon stream? Really? The Zelda Pokemon stream was the first one that I did? No, I'm definitely not 23. Looks poisonous? That's true. That means he's younger than me. Alright, yeah. I mean, I still gotta... I'm gonna use more of this for my line work when I eventually, you know... Use your homage. Don't touch me. I'm poisonous. Exactly. That's good. I wonder if I should make these parts purple. You know what? Oh, what if I made this yellow? No younger. Let's do... I kind of like the banana yellow. That also feels dangerous to me. You know, there's something like kind of cutesy about it. Cutesy yet deadly. You know what I mean? The green is too good though. Oh, maybe I'll do the yellow from here. And then that way I can do yellow. Yeah, because I like the yellow is like very electric. You know? Don't use his internet. Hey, yippee! Welcome in, JDB. I set up my new aquarium. Do you guys want to see it? I added substrate instead of gravel. And then I bought a new thermometer. Hopefully it's working. My little fishy, he's just hanging out. I can see him better now because the substrate is white, so light bounces much more easily, whereas before it was black. And doesn't reflect as light as well. So in the lore, why does the tadpole wear a helmet? We've talked about this, Cody. All the first stages wear wooden helmets, looking like totems. Bonnie's the only inspiration is just a frog and Bulbasaur line. What's the fishy's name? It's hit him with the fishy's name is Tiger Lily. Let's see. Can you guys Yo, you guys get to see my so this is the screen. It's my PC. That's the screen I'm drawing on. That's me. And that's my vinyls on the wall. Alright, anyway. Oh, Shiza. Let's see. A little hard to see, but oh, there he goes. It's hard to see him, but you can see, like, it just looks so much brighter because of the substrate. Tiger Lily, show your face to the people. He's swimming at the top as soon as I point. Oh, hold on. He's a koi. He's a beta koi. He's a king half moon. Hard to tell, but he's beautiful. Goldeen? Nah. Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily is his name. Alright, so let's do this as the colors for now. Peter Pan? No. So, well, Tiger Lily is a character who is in Peter Pan. But Tiger Lily is also... Hold on, let me... Tiger Lily, first of all, is just a cool name. But there's a lot of problematic stuff with Tiger Lily because, you know, it's from 1904. But this is what the Tiger Lily flower looks like, right? Named because it's got like the white, the orange, you know, got like not stripes but patterns, right? And so I'll take a picture of Tiger Lily here. I can get a nice shot. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'm taking a shot for you guys. I took a quick photo. It's not a good one. But, as I said, he's a koi beta king. So he's got like the blue, the black, the orange, the white. So it's like a tiger lily flower. So that's why I said tiger lily. And like beta are really beautiful fish. But only the males are the colorful ones. So I wanted to give him like a soft but cool name. Gilligan Fishley. Are you wearing him in Tiger Lily? Thank you. Name it Magikarp? Too late. I had a tigerfish that grew to a ridiculous size. Could have ate. Tiger Lily's beautiful. Domain expansion. I just expanded his domain. Funny enough, I was going to make that my caption for my IG post later today. Alright, so what if I did something like this? Alright, I'm not going to keep the swirls in the final one, but I'll just keep them there for now. Man, I do like the yellow underbody quite a bit. Should I do it, chat? Oh, what if I made him... Nah. Now I want a pet fish? It's a fun little hobby, you know? Like, you learn a lot. You get to keep a beautiful creature around. And it's only the one fish. And, like, while I'm illustrating, I live a very solitary, lonely life, right? I'm in my room all the time designing, illustrating. So to have at least one creature to, like, care for, it's nice. Not that I'm saying it gives me purpose, but, like I get to look at it, you know, I feed it every morning, take care of the tank. It's a light hobby. But, you know. Is that honeycomb on his cheeks? No, but that is a cute idea. That is a cute idea. I kind of want to raise his... He's definitely giving bulldog vibes for sure, but I kind of want to raise his body and his neck. Like, I think he needs just to be a little more elongated. Yeah, something like that. And I kind of want to extend his body. I'll make his, like, legs really... You know what? Yeah, why don't I extend his arms something like that? For the final version, you know? That way he feels like more dominating of a presence because his like arms are like really massive. Well, he's a bullfrog. Got Poliwhirl's whirls on his cheek. I gotta wait till I graduate next year. Hey, coming up though. So the Xotempo, if it's still called that, the entries would be ridiculous. Like this Xotem can move at 2 times the speed of light. Yeah, it's not gonna be like Pokemon. No worries there, Cody. It'll be definitely something like far more reasonable. I think more than anything, I would talk like not so much about its feats, like it's capable of doing. I think I want to more talk about like its temperament as a spirit is like this. It's well respected in this community, or it's known as like you know what I mean. Actually, you know what? Let me not do that with the arms now, but I will at some point. Should I keep the splotches on its body? I do like the way the underbelly is kind of like ribbed like this. I think that's cool. You know what? Let me get like yellow spikes here. The yellow spike here. One of my things that I do for all my Xotempo designs, I love adding spikes. It's tried and true. There you go. So it's this giant frog thing. It doesn't look like Venusaur anymore. I like the splotches. Xotempo is known for being a powerhouse, and Mahjong the old folks home. They get mad specific. Like, I think they do, like, really insane ones where, like, truly, somebody at Game Freak or the localization team or whatever, they gotta chill. Like, one that I always laugh at is, like, Macargo. They're like, Macargo's body heats up to 18,000 degrees. Bro, nothing could ever exist around Macargo. Why you lying? Why you lying? Spikes make everything better. I'm just saying. You know? If down the line they're like, how do you make a Xotempo design? Like, and people want to like make fun of Bonnie's art style for Xotempo, they're like, add spikes. But it's not seen in a lame-o way like Mega Evolution did. Right? Mega Evolution, it felt like they arbitrarily just added spikes to everything. Right? Spikes just simply add better, you know, movement in a silhouette. It just does a good job for a creature who needs to protect itself. Just, you know. Just like Mega Aerodactyl. This Xotempo will collect your taxes and rent on the 1st of every month. Looks like Hot Snot. That's a nice name for a band, Hot Snot. All spikes. Magikarp can jump as high as Superman. They really be just coming up with anything. Hot Snot. Why am I so endeared by Hot Snot? Yeah, this guy's definitely going to need a little something. Crap, so it's already 2 hours 26. It's already 9 o'clock? Crap. Hopefully Charizard won't be as hard to design tomorrow. The inspiration. I don't think it will. Okay. Cool. I made an aggressive frog. And this all it needs to be, right? It's a second stage. It doesn't need to be like anything super crazy. It's just supposed to fill out the game world, right? That's what second stages are for. And the cool thing is, chat, I was looking at Generation 1, right? And when it comes to Gen 1, dude, Gen 1 has a lot of single stage Pokemon in it. And I don't have any I'm thinking about making the Dust Bunny your, your Pokedex equivalent, where it's kind of like the resident fairy. Like they're so inherently magical that like even everyday people can seem to see them. You know. So you know what? Why don't I work on Dust Bunny today? Because I'll save if I can finish Charizard line tomorrow. I don't want to take it easy for the remaining half of today's stream, since I've spent a lot of time on this freaking frog. Overtoad! I think kids write the Pokemon Dex entries. That's how they frame it, like us as players frame it. I don't think that was the intention. It makes sense, though. They can get away with saying that. You know? What mythology? So it's going to be the legendary salamander. Very simple, right? A salamander is a lizard that had like a penchant for fire. So I need a lizard form for the baby form. If anybody can, we could start figuring that out now, so that way tomorrow I can be good to go. You know. You know what? What if I did smaller splotches on its back rather than one giant one? This guy's cool, yo. Frogantic. I'm not sure about Frogantic. Xotempo are more dynamic. Absolutely. That's not merchandise going. Frogantua. Ooh, Frogantua is fun. Gigantoad. Beware's whole thing is that it loves a hug. Instead, hugs people have killed people. Yeah, that's good. Amphibig. The horned lizard? Horned lizard could be the earth side, but I need to have... Oh, Wartorn is like Wartorn, Wart, and Toad. You guys are killing it. I'm not going to confirm or deny names, but I'll let y'all, have some fun with names. I'll design my little Dust Bunny creature now. How's that? To close up stream. It's 9 o'clock now. I'll give myself like, 15, 30 minutes. I'll probably take less. Because I don't think it would take too long to design the prevos for, Totanic, Toad and Titanic. Buffo. Name him Anthony. Anthony! Alright, so going down here. Oh, so here's the Blastoise one. So he's not colored entirely blue like Blastoise. He's got the two spikes here. This is supposed to look like a, like a castle kind of structure. Those bits look like Blastoise's cannon, but it's a turtle. So as you can see, my designs, I want it to be like they're their own creatures, but like, it's like, oh, as a trivia, you could be like Bonnie, paid homage to Pokemon this way, So tomorrow, Charizard. Charizard, you will not burn Venusaur. Oh crap, if I make this guy blue, that's straight up Poliwag. You know what? He could be green. Why can't he be green? It's fine. It's fine. Although, maybe I'll have this puppy. And I can give him like a little stinger like this spike here in a future update. Kind of like Dunsparce spikes. Venusaur. Venusaur. Pagoda. Yes, thank you. Amphibian. Tokaiju. How about Squirtle one? Are you inspired from World Turtle? No, the World Turtle will probably show up as a legendary set. Ampharal, Amphibian, and Feral. Ampharal is fun. Ampharal. Nice one, guys. So Greenasaur. I will, like I said, I will not, give any confirmation for names. Want to say Cherufe for the Charizard, but that would seem Salamander to Cherufe, not the other way around. Cherufe. Oh hell nah, that looks cool though. No, I could definitely see myself making this a cute baby form. It could just be a cute lizard version, and make it like a rocky bearded dragon baby that evolves into like a fiery axolotl. It's kind of. It could just be a cute lizard thing. Because it's not like I already have. Oh, it's an evil humanoid creature. I mean, it could just be inspired by it. So it could just be a magma looking thing, Gerthrog. This looks so nice now. Who's Helga? But yeah, like I said, quality over quantity for me. Salamander? No, the mythical salamander from mythology, my friend. Totality. But it might not be Cherufe. Like I said, I gotta, really sit down and try and find it. But it could be. Like, that's the fun thing, right? There's certain entities that, like, again, I was considering making Chimera a 3-stage, but it just feels like it should be stronger. I mean, like I said, it may be strong. Like, it may be one of the strongest in another region. This region is jam-packed with strong guys, right? Cthulhu, Godzilla, King Kong. This Cordyceps dude looks like he kicks ass. This elephant guy I'm going to design, he's going to be so powerful in my mind. And then that's not even getting to the shift forms, right? The shift guys. These are all 3 stages. Garuda, freaking these guys. This guy looks like he could beat up anybody in the world. So that's why I don't want to have everybody competing too much. Again, there's still so much to change. Or adjust as I go. But yeah, it's 9:06 now. Axolotl with Diplocaulus. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to, I'll get on it tomorrow and I'll do some research and whatnot and figure it out. No, you can use Salamander. I don't know One Piece or Salamander, so. And yeah, like I'd rather have Mythos rather than like anime, even though I know One Piece is legendary. But I'm more connected to other anime. I'd probably use that as inspo. But Sketch Wreck. What the? I changed this guy. I got to figure out because I'm gonna base this on the Indus worm. So I gotta should we just maybe work on him real quick? I mean, I think this will be pretty easy. Just need to really make him white. Because apparently he's like a white colored worm. And then I'll just give him eyes. Because before he was just like a little sandworm or like an earthworm. I will have to find a way to just make him a little more interesting. Maybe it could be something like that, like the wood kind of extends out. That emoji makes me laugh, the shake head one. Alright, let's do Why does that look like? Let's keep it. Wormbitious right there? What the? Oh, you know what? I could add the pink right there. Why not? Again, I'm gonna have to look up the worm it's based off, the Indus worm, at some point. But it's a little stronger and cuter, more interesting this way than the previous worm design I had for it. In that case, I might make... We'll see. Bond knows I'm good. I got my eyes on you. Humongous? Stop the cap! Wriggled or wiggled because it mines? Doesn't mine? Does the child yearn for the mines? The best basement is named after you for a reason. I forgot that's the case. What were you saying a year ago? That the basement was named after you, Sketch. Good gravy. Min Ho Kiao from the Brazilian mythology. Alright, so we got the Indus worm there. As of now, I guess it's not... You know what? I guess to really enhance this design, it could be like... I'm trying to think, right? So its shape could be something like this. And I think to enhance this guy's design, it could be really cool. I want to like maybe extend something like that. But then what if, because it's, you know, got like Diglett vibes, right? Right here. What if I did something like this where I had its like tail? Yeah, I think that makes for a more interesting design. So it's like, you don't know how long it is underneath. I think that's cool. Man, this was in the beginning when everyone's like, Bon, you really hate eyes. I'm like, it's not my fault. It's kind of like got a Gyarados vibe, except it's in the ground. I think that's more interesting. You delete Mole Line inspired? Yeah, those guys were sent to the Shadow Run. Wormbus. Basement is my home planet, that's why you named it after me. Wormatine? Stop with the fake tears? It's very Planet Vegeta of you. The Prince of all Saturnians. Okay, that's cool. And then I'll have... Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'll do that little pink thingy that the earthworms have right there. Yeah, that's a lot more interesting. Don't you think? Wormongus. Groundidos. I have asthma. Skenturians. That's a cool name for you. Alright, so there is that. That got a little bit of a buff. Dude, my creatures are so sick. So I need to add... You know what? Should I... It's 9:13. I have 15 minutes left. What were the suggestions I got? Golden Apple Giant Beam. There's not much I can really do mean, I have like these golden fruits here, kind of. That's pretty cute. How about? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mandrakes, right? That was definitely. So I think mandrakes. So maybe that's what I'll work on right now. I'll quickly kind of. A mandrake is the root of a plant. Perfect. Which is basically what oddish is. Okay? So if I can't make it too much. I mean, we've seen it in Harry Potter too. Um, and maybe Leshy. I don't know. I don't know about Leshy. Leshy seems like it would be the third form. But again, I mean, I could make it a middle form. But again, the humanoid elements feel like it's um okay, let's try. I'm gonna make it a simple shape. Okay, well fortunately that's a cool thing that I have, which are my masks. And I could like from there get interesting shapes and things. It's gonna be very similar to Oddish Chat. That's the only thing. Are there other creatures like a mandrake, like small little guys that I could incorporate from mythology? Because let's say if I do, if I give, oh wait, I could make this guy, his totem face could be a potted plant. You know? So he could be like a potted plant mandrake. You know? Oh! And so this could be a case where, unlike the frog guy, the roots could break through from the potted plant. I mean, it's a wooden helm. And then it could be a single thing. It could, instead of like Oddish's whole thing, it could just be a whole single. Oh, this kind of like bay leaf, chikorita. And then this could be the root legs. Hmm. Oh, what if I did like a root like this and it like pops like a snake or something? Nah, that looks insane. Um, man, lemurs. Man, wyverns. Kendrick isn't going to like this plant. Who's Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar? Oh, I do octopus style legs all right up flat, spread out. But tiny. Yeah, I like the idea of the potted plant being the wooden helmet for this guy. So at the very least, so I got this. So it's a mandrake, but I did it my way. What kind of plant could I do? Or like leaves for the top? Because I don't want it to look like Oddish is very clearly meant to be a mandrake. Oddish is such a simple but nice name. They really did a good job. Bloom, not so much. Wild Plume, love it. Under basement. And I did it, Mandrake. Oh, Bonsai Tree, but we already have Bonsly. Starry Sod. From Celtic mythology, that have grass on their backs, their body structure is beetle? Damn, I gotta save that for a future one. I love that concept a lot, but I don't think it fits this line. You know what? Then again, I do a lot of crazy evolutions and stuff. Right? Like Xotempo have so much potential in them, they don't have to like look like Pokemon where you expect, you know. I can have for him the face paint on his helmet. Could be, oh, like these grassy kind of shapes for like eyebrows, you know? I like this crack kind of thing that's happening with the eyes, maybe. And from inside, the body is kind of like, you know, again, very root-like. The thing is, oh, maybe maybe for this guy, use a Xotempo with brown helmets? No, no, no. You must be new around these parts. Every single baby has helmets to them. This is an established fact and canon element to all the first stage forms. All have helmets. Yeah, another way, Xotempo is its own thing. Made by Bonny John. I think it would look good with 8 or so legs coming out in every direction. My woman drakes are free to run around. Bonnie's eye tree. Sorry for saying the truth. Capper, no capping. Free range, non-GMO woman drakes. How do I do this body? I don't want this leaf at the top. Really clever, thank you. Which probably won't be in this, but I do hope when it appears. Avian, reptilian, crocodile frog. Actual cryptid. Wowee. Wowie. Wowie Zow. Where's Wowie? Oh, Wowie Zowie's from Super Mario. How do I do the legs? Actually, I kind of want it to be like this. Yeah, look at these legs. And he's like just bouncing up and down. Dun, 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 dun. Like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Alright, now how do I make the top? I'm gonna make it like ginger roots. In my language, you say inji for ginger roots. It's close to ginger. Inji, gingy. So I'll make it like that. So now I wonder with the name if I would incorporate the man part or the Drake part. You know? Not sure. Because Drake is more draconic. And then man is more humanoid. It's neither a man nor is it a drake. So what I'll do, just to give it a little more energy as far as palette and whatnot. So have it broken like this. Have it broken like this. I love how straightforward and simple this concept is, and it's like working pretty well. So I'm gonna have the legs kind of like be covered in a lot of brown, right, like dirt, and then I'm gonna have like moss for the green on the top part, for its arms. It's like twisted like roots. I'll get it better designed, you know, in the next pass. Oh, there we go. All right, so now I just need to do the top part. It could be, because I have another, where is he? This guy right here. He'll need a more interesting shape for his. You know what? Maybe his. I wonder what I was trying to go for with the cylinder. So maybe that is similar to the UFO guy, the Cthulhu guy. But it kind of creates an inverse shape. Anyway. Non-binary Drake. I don't even play Phoenix Wright. Could be a sapling come out of the top since it's still a baby. But yeah, as you can see, the other thing has like a sapling too. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Second head that looks like it's screaming on top of its pot that falls off after evolution. Scream. Well, I guess yeah, Mandrake scream, right? That's the whole thing. Rizzler, good luck, Sketch. Oh. Okay, let's see. It could be. Maybe it could just be like a shrub bush. You know? And it could just be like what looks like hair. Is it that way? It's not too different or too similar to Oddish, and it's not like a sapling like on the other guy. The thing is, there could be a million different permutations. You know? So I'll just stick with this one for now since it's just coming on to 9:30. I'm gonna start wrapping up stream now, chat. That's pretty cute. He's got like a little bit of a mop top broccoli hair. It could be Audrey. You really love Audrey. I'm not going to do Audrey because I don't have a connection to Audrey. But I would if there that is a known trope. So that is something I could see myself doing in the future one day. I really do have to see that movie. Because Audrey sings. Mrs. Sketch in 5 years? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just probably call it right here. As you can see, coming along pretty damn well, if I may say so myself. There is an equivalent. I haven't figured out colorations at all. It'll probably be a single word. I was thinking something like off tempo, Xotempo, which is cute, but like it's way too long. And not everything needs to have a parallel, right? Like maybe I don't need to do Xotemtone. Maybe it's just like the Xotem Dex, right? Which funny enough sounds like Rotom Dex. So, I'll have to find back and forth what works. Hungry grass, Irish mythology creature that is patch of grass that is cursed by soul. Save that for tomorrow, Spore. Um, but yeah, honestly, this is feeling like a really good line. It's a potted plant. Ideally, I find something that fits right in between it becoming like a. I wonder if this might look like he's too old of a tree. But at the same time, if I can make him like a teenager or at least like a young adult tree, maybe this line would fit a little better. Um, Xotempo rap, I would do. I love that. Own tempo? No, that's still too long. Um, but bigger? No, it'll probably remain small and cute like this. He's basically the opposite of this guy. So if this guy is like aggressive, big arms, da 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 da, this guy is soft spoken, cute, less of a fighter. I see them as basically I see this line as like contemporaries to each other. Kind of like how in the original Pokemon and many games like there'll be lines that like complement each other. Get Cup of Fee? Wait, Phoebe's done the rap before? A little afro this guy's wearing? Hell yeah. You delete the giant grass one? The Tangela inspired one? Or like the remake for Tangrowth? I did. Because I'll probably do that like a swamp. That was supposed to be like a placeholder for a swamp thing. I think a swamp thing is better for a part 2. Like I said, I'd rather just keep all these very simple. There's already a very beautiful range of creatures here. I'd rather not double up on another grass creature, you know? I mean, there's always room for like more order chaos things if I stick with that route. But yeah, I made a lot of adjustments. Um, I want to finish the 2 stages. Up if Pokemon Raps are Patreon supporters? Holy shit, that's cool. But yeah, so I think very soon, so I'll tell you the plan. I'm gonna be doing the Charizard one tomorrow. Um, I'll be doing the bat and this is gonna be a cute bat, is what I think I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a very fun, cute one. But it's based on a bloody, very dangerous creature in Philippine mythology, so it'll be like a nice balance. But and then this one is called the Preta, which is the hungry ghost from Hindu and Buddhist tradition. I want to do a 2-stage ghost because I don't really have something like that. First stage is already iconic. Hell yeah, thank you. But yeah, so I want to get this 2 stages done because then that'll really help me hone in on finishing the 3 stages. You know? After that, once I finish the 2 stages, there are more 2 stages, but these are splits. So I have a black cat, and then I'm gonna have like some sort of puppy creature that's based on some sort of mythology. But the black cat is like an American mythos. That'll split into I think I'm doing a fox and something else. I forget what. And then the puppy will evolve into the Bulgay, which is the Korean kind of version of a dog or a lion dog, and then the Tanuki. So it'll be this really cool split. Chaos order. Yeah. It's gonna be cool. Almost. I mean, It's a lot of designs I've already done. It's kind of like the Shisha, yeah, but the Korean version. But yeah. I'll get all that done. Oh, underneath this is just placeholders. I'm gonna do a Pixie and a Fairy split. That seems very necessary. That I want to do. Yeah. All right, but anyway, chat. It's 3 hours in. Hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Here's the Venusaur inspired. I will go ahead and post this in. Actually, let me do it like. I guess I'll delete Charizard from here and post this on Instagram for the progress. Charizard inspired Mon tomorrow. That Korean dog one is oh, it might be. It might be Cross Mirai. I think you're right. So the mission picture doesn't work. I also found the Neon. We'll figure it out soon, chat. Thank you, as always, for all your name suggestions, all your real-life suggestions, your mythological suggestions. It's always a good vibe. Always enjoy reading all your shenanigans. I'll see you guys tomorrow.